Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny. Today's review is going to be a review of the Flights of Fancy. Yeah, the Flights of Fancy collection by Wet n Wild. I did pick up quite a few products from this collection. I did not get the big collector's box just because I knew I wasn't going to use a handful of the products in it, so I did pick out products that I knew I would probably get some use out of. I do have at least one product from each category though. I'm not going to do a demo of these products, but I do have them all on today, or I have used them, and I have used them quite a few times already just to try them out, so I do have opinions and thoughts on these products, so let's go ahead and start the review. I am going to go ahead and do swatches of these products as well, just so you can kind of see the colors in depth, just because some of them kind of blend into my face a little bit, so I will do some swatches. So the first product I'm going to talk about is the Primer Water Spray. This is what the packaging looks like. It's white and it has this really pretty bird of paradise and that cool kind of chevron that is in all of the packaging for the most part. The packaging is really pretty. It's a nice plastic bottle. It has an interesting kind of spray nozzle where it's kind of fat. I don't hate this sprayer, but it kind of, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I'll try. It's like a really short kind of mist, so you have to kind of hold it close to your face. The mist itself is fine, but there are big droplets that come out that just kind of like right to your face, and I don't like that about it. And it does have a slight scent that I don't really know what it is. It's not a bad scent, but it's kind of like just like a makeup-y kind of scent. Since the spritz is kind of small and fine, you do have to spray it a lot on your face. And then I go in and rub it in. And once I get it on my face, I do go in and rub it in. So, I mean, you can just spray it and let it dry, but to me, it's not evenly distributed throughout your face with those big droplets. So, it's not a horrible primer spray, but it's not my favorite primer spray. Next product is the Perfect Pout Lip Scrub in the flavor Citrus Elixir. This is the orange, kind of citrusy scented one, obviously since it's called Citrus Elixir. It's kind of very sweet artificial orange scent. There is one more scent and flavor, and it's the watermelon one, and I kind of wish I would have got that one. Overall, this is a really nice lip scrub. It makes my lips feel very exfoliated and moisturized afterwards. It does have some type of oil in it that does feel very hydrating on the lips after you are done exfoliating, and I do like it, but I do prefer my e.l.f. lip exfoliating stick better just because it's less mess and it's a little more convenient to just apply like a lipstick type scrub to your lips instead of having to dig some of this out and like make sure it's not getting everywhere. So this isn't a bad product, I just prefer the Bullet one better, but I will get a lot of use out of this because it is a really nice lip scrub. So the next product is the Color Icon Baked Blush, and I have mine in the shade Don't Flutter Yourself. It's the kind of mid-tone pink shade. And the blushes are really, really pretty because they have that hummingbird like embossed into the blush. So when I placed this order, I thought I was ordering the other more brown tone blush, which is called Hummingbird Hype, but I accidentally ordered two of these, so I do have an extra that I am putting in a giveaway pile for when I hit around 400 subscribers. I'm going to do a giveaway, so if you're not subscribed, subscribe below. So this other extra blush is going to go into my giveaway pile. This is the blush that I have on today, and it is a very glowy blush. You almost don't need a highlighter, but you know me, I love a highlight, so I did go ahead and put one on. But I do have this blush on today, and it is super beautiful. It's just like this really, really nice pink, and it just has that gorgeous glow to it, so you could use it as a blush topper as well, but I just like to use this as a blush, really. I think for deeper skin tones, this really could actually be a highlighter because it does have a lot of glow to it. But this blush is absolutely gorgeous, and if I can find that brown tone one at Walmart or something, I do think I'm going to pick it up. Just because I really like this kind of glowy blush formula, especially now that summer is here. I really have been enjoying this blush. So the next product is the Eye Quad, and I have mine in Stop Ruffling My Feathers, which was the more neutral one, just because I knew I was probably going to go for a more neutral instead of the more colorful ones. There are two others, which Flock of the Party has like a bright purple in it and a gold. Hasta La Costa Baby is the one with a teal and a purple in it. So I did go with the more neutral, which I know, I'm so boring. But I am wearing this on my eyes today. I have the transition shade in my crease. I have the crease shade a little bit in my crease just to kind of define it. And then I have the eyelid shade all over my eyelid, and the brow bone shade I have a tiny bit on my brow bone and then the inner corners. And then I took the two colors that I have in my crease and I put that on the lower lash line as well. So I don't hate this quad, and I think the look that I have today is very pretty. But, you know, like with most quads, I feel like the looks you can get out of this is very limiting, especially since this is the only matte in this quad. So it can be kind of hard to get more than a couple looks out of this, with this in the crease and that on the lid, and this in the crease and that on the lid, and that on the lid with this on the outer part. So I just feel like quads in general are very limiting. I don't think that this is bad, but I'm not blown away by Wet n Wild's new shimmer formula. They swatch really nice, but applying they're not nearly as poppy as I would like for them to be. So I personally wouldn't pick this up again, but it's not horrible. So if these colors are something that you think you would enjoy and you would get a lot of use out of, then I think that they're decent, but I personally wouldn't pick them up again. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch these just so you can see the colors. So here are the swatches, and you really have to dig into these to get any kind of color payoff. So that's that kind of orangey color, and this is that kind of light color that I have on my inner corners. This pinky gold shift is what I have all over my lid, and then this is the crease color. Like I said, it's decent, but I wouldn't pick it up again. So the next two products are the MegaLiner liquid eyeliners, and I have this one in the shade Winged and Wild, which is the green, which is what I have up here for my wing. And then the next one is the MegaLiner Metallic Liquid Liner in the shade Gilded Wings, and it is the gold that I have on my lower lashes. There is one more liner shade that is called You Are My Wingman, and it is like a peachy pink shade. I didn't want that one, so I didn't pick it up. I actually really like these Wet n Wild liquid liners that come in this packaging. I do only have one other one, but I really enjoy it. It was from another spring line. It's like a blue, like the color of my shirt blue. It's really cool. I feel like these are really easy to apply because of their tiny little brush tips. They're really, really easy to just kind of flick up. These do take a little tiny bit to dry down, so once you get it on, you kind of have to wait. And they both need built up. So like this is 2 coats of this. So I went in with one coat, let it dry, and then went in with another one. But I do think it's really nice. And I love this green shade because it's almost not noticeable that it's green. And to me that makes color fun for those who like neutrals. This is a very neutral green. So it like you could put this with some neutral eyeshadows and it almost looks black, but it's still color. So it's fun without being like super bold. So I still think that this in particular could be used for like office wear and like more toned down environments where it may not be appropriate to wear a super lime green eyeliner or something like that. So I do really like this, and it wears really nice as well. This gold one is decent. I can't obviously do a wing with this one because it's not nearly as dark, so it's not nearly as noticeable, but it is really fun for the lower lashes to just kind of like make your lower lashes kind of different and poppy. I do like putting it on the inner corner, avoiding the tear duct area right here because it does burn when it gets in your eyes, so watch out. But I have put it like right here on the inner corner, and it's very, very glowy, and it just makes a really nice pop on the inner corner. So here are the swatches of those. They are still a little wet, so the green one does look a little more like glossy than it is. The green does dry down matte, and then the gold does stay metallic. So I really do like that it does stay metallic because a lot of metallic things, once they dry down, they lose that shine, but this does not. Overall, these liners are actually really nice, and I have been enjoying them, especially the green. The green is beautiful. I love this liner look that I have today. The last product I have is the Color Icon Lip Gloss in the shade Featherless, and this is what that looks like. It's a nice peach. It is what I have on right now. It has kind of worn off a little bit, and I love the packaging where it has the hummingbirds and the little flowers on the top with the chevron. It's gorgeous. There are 4 other shades of this lip gloss, but this is the only one that really kind of called to me because I don't like super colorful lip glosses because they get out of the lip line and stuff like that. But I really, really love this color because it's more pigmented than most glosses, and it's got that gorgeous pinky kind of peachy tone to it. So you can easily wear it by itself because it does have enough tone to it to where it looks like a lipstick is under there, but it's not. I really, really like this, and it layers nicely on top of others, and it gives lipsticks that kind of like peachy gloss on top, and it just makes your lips look nice and plump and fluffy. And I really, really like it. It's comfortable and thin, so you do have to reapply it because it is thin, but that doesn't bother me. If I find the other lighter shades, I will probably pick them up because I really, really like this formula. It's very comfortable and it's very, very pretty on the lips. So overall, I think this collection is a really, really fun, colorful, spring appropriate collection. There is actually a collection box that you can buy on Wet n Wild and possibly Ulta, I am not sure. But in that box, you get all 3 blushes, 4 of the lip glosses, all 3 eyeshadow quads. You get both of the liners that I showed you today, the primer spray, and the watermelon lip scrub. So you do get most of the products from the collection if you would be interested in getting all of those. Like I said, I wasn't interested in some of the products in that box, so I didn't pick them up, but I do think overall this collection is really nice. I would not pick up any of the other quads just because I'm not really a quad person, but I wanted to test it out just to let you guys know if I thought that they would be worth it, and based off of this one, I don't, unfortunately. But if you like quads, you like the convenience of the smaller sets, then they probably will work for you. But for me personally, I don't really like quads, and this one wasn't that great of quality. But the lip gloss was great, the lip scrub's good, the liners are great, the blush is gorgeous, the primer spray works, it's just not my favorite. So the only real miss was the eyeshadow quad, and it really wasn't that big of a miss, it was more just like not my preference. So overall, I think that the collection is great. I think Wet n Wild's really stepping up their game, and Wet n Wild's one of my favorite brands ever just because they're dirt cheap, and 9 times out of 10 the quality is great. So I will have the Flight of Fancy like section linked down below in case you're interested in checking out any of the products. So that is all that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed my video and my review. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe, please feel free, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.